Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you have not read the title of this video already, I read books now. I know it's weird for me to say, but I do. Uh, I switched my job out to work in the school district, and one of the things that I do for my job is read. And I have already tried filming this video once, and I was not in the best mood. There was things going on, and so I ended up just deleting it. And I also realized it's really long, and I don't have all the information for it. So now I do. At least I have most of it. I was trying to prepare for this and realized that some of my information is missing, and I don't really want to fix it. So, without further ado, let's right into this video. So I read for um, sophomores and juniors at the high school level, but I am only doing juniors today. I also have personal books that I'm reading. That will be in a different video. I'm just focusing on what my juniors have read and what I have finished, because when I tried filming this, I was only halfway through the book and I didn't know a whole lot of things. So I'm going to start with this first one. I read this for 2 students in my classroom. It's this book right here. This is Banner in the Sky by James Ramsey Ullman. I actually just started the final project with the student that I'm working with this book today, and it was quite interesting. This book was published in 1954. As you can tell, that this is a older, smaller looking book, and it is about this guy right here. His name is Rudy Matt. He decides he wants to climb the Alps, or also known as the Citadel in the book. And it is kind of based off a true story, kind of not, because it's made up characters, made up places and stuff, but basically about the first ever mountaineer that there was. This is a Newbery Honor book. And on Goodreads, this is where all my stuff is coming from, is from Goodreads. I just made an account to hold all the books that I read, so if you want to check it out, I will try to link it down below. And on Goodreads, they rated it a 3.8. I rated it just an 3, because I'm not really in it. There wasn't a lot of dialogue in this book, and I'm somebody who also likes hinted romance in a book. And this was actually my first one I was assigned, and I was just like, okay, well, we'll just go with it. This book, when it came out, it was originally $9, and the reading level for it is grade 8 and up. As you can tell, I'm reading for junior, but it still works out. The next one we have is this book right here. You probably have seen these in many of the booktuber videos. This is Legend by Marie Lu. This is the first of the trilogy of, the whole Legend series. This is also a New York Times bestseller. It came out on 11/29/2011, which seems like such a long time ago, but I don't remember this book when I was in school, which is really weird. Anyways, I'm trying to think of what else I was gonna say. Anyways, this book is from 2 people's different points of view, and eventually they meet in the book, and then it's still told by 2 different people, but they're on the same timeline. There is a person named Day, who's a criminal, and there is June, who is a prodigy. They have to take trials in this setting to see whether or not they go to school or not, and stuff like that. And there's a plague that's going around, and Day's family is somebody that has it, and he's trying to help them out, while June's trying to track him down, because apparently they claim that he killed her brother. Is that true? Yes or no? You have to read the book to find out. And this book originally, when it came out, cost $18. It's rated 4.1 on Goodreads, and I think I rated it either a 4 or 5. I really liked this book. There is a hidden romance between the 2 main characters. Well, it's not really hidden. You can tell like right away, just by the way that it's worded. And this is also a reading level of grade 7 and up. I don't know, maybe like advanced 7th graders read this book. I know I wouldn't if I was in 7th grade. I mean, I would think that would be maybe just a little bit too hard for me. But it's, yeah. I also failed to mention I also read Legend for 2 students also in the class, and I have started both of them on their final project, and it's been quite interesting with those two. Anyways, the next one that I have is this book right here. You probably have seen these in multiple bookstores and libraries. This is The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. Um, this book came out in, I'm trying to read my writing here, February 10th, 2015. So when I was between being a freshman slash sophomore, this came out. Do I remember it? No, not really. This is the first book of 5 of the Red Queen series. I really would love to read more of it, although I'm kind of mixed feelings about it because of the ending. I won't tell you though, just for spoiler reasons. This is a New York Times bestseller. This originally cost $20 when it came out. I know, big hefty book. It was rated 3.9 stars on Goodreads. I think I rated it a 4. You can also check that down below. And this story is about a girl who is poor, who is a red, and her name is Mare Barrow. And she lives in poor sectors, and she has to steal and stuff like that to get by. But something happens, and she meets somebody who happens to be a silver. Now, silvers and reds are not alike. Reds are considered poor, silvers are considered rich. She meets a silver, but doesn't know he's a silver at the time. He actually is royalty. And he gets her a job in the castle, and she gets abilities like a silver, and she ends up having to hide away in the castle. And there's a whole lot of just action and romance and betrayal in this story that you're not going to want to put it down as soon as you get like 2 chapters into it. This is for reading levels of grade 8 and up. I can totally see that being reasonable. Yeah. And my last book that I have here on this list for this video is this book right here. It's a big hefty book. This is Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi, or I think it's Tomi Adeyemi. I'm not sure. She looks like that. Couldn't tell you much. This is the paper actually. I just finished this book like last week, and I have all my information on these little post-it notes that I've been using as bookmarkers, and I have no idea where it is. It might be in one of my books that I still have at school, because I do have books that I'm reading for sophomores. Anyways, this was published in 2018, and it originally cost $20 for this book. I know, a big hefty boy. I want to say the reading level for this is probably like freshman and up, because there's a lot of native language in it and distinctive words that I couldn't help. And I'm pretty sure it was 4 stars on Goodreads. I think I also listed it as 4 stars. And this is part of a trilogy of the children. This is about a girl named Zaylee who is part of a clan, and she is trying to bring back magic after the princess Amari escapes with the scroll that, when they touch it, brings the magic out in them. Of course, Amari doesn't have magic, but when Zaylee touches it, it brings out her hidden magic, so known as being a magi. This follows the story of both of them, and Zaylee's brother Zane, who doesn't have magic, and they are being followed by the royals. And Amari's brother is also a prince, and his name's Anan, and he's a secret magi. And and there's a lot of hidden romance in here, and towards like I want to say the 3/4 part of the book, it starts to get a little, I want to say raunchy, but like not like bad raunchy, like high school raunchy, if you know what I mean. And there's like, you just gotta read the book because I enjoyed it, but I also like there's certain spoilers in here that I can't say that makes me mad, and it made me want to skip and not read the ending, but I did. Did you guys like this video? I sure hope that you did. This is a long time video coming, and let me know down below if you like the book recommendations or if you have any book recommendations for me to read. I have just been picking up book after book to read because when I was in, I want to say high school, I couldn't read very well. Actually, my whole entire life I couldn't read well, but as I got into high school, I really realized I couldn't read, and audiobooks weren't necessarily available to me at the time to be able to listen to an audiobook when I was in class. It wasn't very um, highly suggested. It was kind of frowned upon to even be on your phone in class. It still is, but nowadays, if you're reading a book for class, they highly suggest you, if you can't read, that you get an audiobook, and they have programs and apps and stuff that you can use to get audiobooks, which I absolutely love because even I can use them as a EA. Um, Make sure you subscribe down below. Also, turn on that notification bell for whenever I'm not being lazy. I'm not very lazy very often. I'm just very, very busy. And sometimes editing just doesn't come as natural as it used to back when I was like 13. My goodness, I've been on YouTube for way too long. Anyways, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.